we have a good time over here. We talk a lot of things over here, and we have a good time. And then at some point, debauchery comes, and then it's just all downhill from there.
Because I rewound I rewound. I said, wait a minute. You got titties.
That's
Satana. Ashley was at home with the two Omen babies, Damien and Damien Jr. Hee ha, Damien 666, devil child. Because when you're the spawn of Beelzebub and Satana, that's what happens. The bearded lady, her mammy Sheila came over. Y'all want to know what the girls are saying? The girls are saying that this was a shoot for his OnlyFans that went awry. They went in there, they did the licky licky sucky sucky, you do me, I do you shit that Brashear do for his OnlyFans, and they filmed it down to the Homewood Suites. And the girls of the internet porn sketch, they'll tell you all the stories. You know, I did a whole video about how Lady G, Lindsey Graham, does the lines of coke off of the penises of the escorts down to the weekly Republican Party sex parties. You remember they shut down fucking Grindr when they had the RNC convention last summer. Child, listen. You talking blue pills, rhino pills, honey packs, and everything else known to man be rolling all through the streets of DC when they get ready to go to these good sex parties that they have. Y'all could have went and got something to eat. Y'all could have went and did something else with your life. You ain't have to watch. That's what we do. When y'all have y'all all white performances, maybe we go get us to eat. Some people go take them a smoke. Some people go get them a drink. Some people get a quickie in down to the bathroom. When you had somebody's Super Bowl party and you saw somebody cute and you told them to follow you in the bathroom so y'all can have a quickie while you suck them up, they suck you up, and you get a quick bust down, all in the 5 minutes that you that the halftime performance happened. Not that I would know anything about having a quick bust down at a Super Bowl party I was invited to. What do y'all want from me? What do y'all want from me? The man ain't shit. His cabinet ain't shit. And all of those acolytes and sycophants that happen to be black, what did you get for all of that ass kissing, for all of that slobbing his knob and hanging from his testicle hairs that y'all did? Y'all ain't get a goddamn thing.
Please listen. This is how we know there is a God that sits on high and looks down low. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know he watches me, because I knew that there was a God when I looked on the X, formerly known as the Twitter, and I saw it wasn't no more Sean. I knew there was a God when I looked on the Instagram, and there was no more Krishan. I knew there was a God when I looked on the snap of the chat, the snappity of the chappity, and looked, and there was no Krishan. I knew there was a God when I looked on the Facebook, the book of faces, Mark Zuckerberg's playground, and I saw that there wasn't a Krishan. My God today, my God today, my God today. Let the people say amen.
Well now, hey to the motherfucking hey. Did y'all like the new intro? Did y'all like the new intro? Please let me know. If you like the new intro. I had to do one because even though the music from my old intro was from Free Music Space. Hold on, y'all. Hold on for a moment. Sorry about that. The TV in the other room was just too damn loud. Anyway, YouTube ain't shit. So for the last about month or so, YouTube has been taking away half of my monetization because they said that my intro music from my old intro was copywritten, even though it's not. And I would have to always go back and appeal it. And it was give or take whether or not they would give me my full monetization. So they've been cutting me on my checks from the YouTube for the last month or so, y'all. YouTube ain't shit. So I had to change my intro music. But then I said, if I change the intro music, I got to change the whole intro. Because the old intro, it was time. I think we had that intro for like 2 years. So it was time for a new intro. I think we were going on 2+ years, maybe even 3 with that intro. And it was time for us to do a new intro. Hmm. So that's why we have the new intro. Hopefully, you like the new intro. It's gonna be here for a while. If you don't like it, you'll have to learn to love it. You'll get used to it. You'll get used to it. Mm. Let me say hey to y'all, and then we'll get this party started. Now, mm, let me also trying to talk and eat. Let me also apologize for yesterday. I could not go live yesterday. My face wasn't swollen, but I couldn't feel half of my face because I had a dental procedure and they shot me up with Novocaine and I couldn't feel half of my face. So my doctor told me to avoid doing a lot of talking um, so that I didn't bite my tongue or bite my lip because I couldn't feel a whole side of my face. So yeah. So that's why I couldn't go live yesterday. So I apologize. So today, I'm not normally we would only be on Twitch today. We are on both Twitch and YouTube today because I was not live yesterday. And I said, no, I gotta be live on both because of yesterday and the fact that I couldn't go live yesterday. So I apologize for not being live yesterday, but I just could not go live because I would look at my face and it would look normal, but the whole side of my face was numb. I couldn't feel anything. Mm, it was a whole mess. A whole ass mess. Nevertheless, we are here. Um, so yeah, that's what happened yesterday, y'all. Had to take a day off. Y'all forgive me? I hope so. Hey, Fran. Terrence, what's good, bro? What's going on, Lock Queen? Hey, Lock Queen. Tamra, how are you? Hey, grown woman, don't try me. Hey, lovely 31 blueprint. What's going on? Miss Shorty B, how are you? Yeah, everything is okay. I just had, once the Novocaine wore off, and I took a pain med afterwards, just for a little bit of localized pain, and then after that, I was good. So I've been good all day today. Hey, Janae, what color is the nails? What color are you doing your nails? On your nails, huh? What color you getting? I'm asking her that, and she probably can't even type nothing there because she getting her nails done. Stupid me. Excuse me. Hey, Universal Goddess, you like the new intro? Hmm. Let me see. I was over here eating a salad before we came on. I finally got salad in my damn teeth. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, okay. I had to make sure. All right. And look at who we have here. Coming to us all the way from now, Chef. I need you to send me all of the details and the information that I need. All of the things that us as nominees we need to know. Um, where we need to be, what we need to pay, and all of that stuff, so I can get all my stuff, my ducks in a row. so I can be down to the Houston when I need to be. I'm probably not gonna win nothing, but at least it's good to be nominated in multiple categories. Um, but um, what was I about to say? I just need all of that information because I'm about to start finalizing everything this week, so I want to make sure I get everything in place. Thank you, sir. Send it to my email if you can. Uh, hey, Catherine Powell. Hey, Ravine. What's going on, Ravine? Terrence says, loved it, but I'm missing the Jesus Christ Superstar. Between Jesus Christ Superstar as well as Rummy My Cooch or Rummy My Coins, it's such a staple, Rummy My Cooch or Rummy My Coin. And what's so funny is when people would come and I would like interview people, I would always tell them to listen for Jesus Christ Superstar. I would tell them to listen for that. And that's when they knew the intro was almost over. So now I have to have a new cue. I don't know, but here we are. Run me my cooch or run me my coin is that is quality content from this channel. Okay. Hey, crazy homebody girl. Hey, the informed. You ain't get no notification because YouTube ain't shit. Hmm. Oh, so y'all need Jesus Christ Superstar in there? So what y'all saying is I have to put Jesus Christ Superstar back in there. Hey, Aquarius, the only real sign. Yeah, he spent that amount of money on crab legs. Now listen, I'm not gonna even hold you. If I had that kind of money, y'all know how I eat crabs. I might spend that much money on crab legs too. I mean, he didn't spend it on himself. He can't eat $2 million worth of crab legs. I'm sure this was probably to feed troops or dinners or whatever, before they sent them out to before they send them out for deployment. You get them some good crab legs. I don't know. Yeah, yeah, run me my cooch or run me my coins. Yeah, it's gone, y'all. It's gone. Blame YouTube. Don't blame me. Blame YouTube. Hey, Demetria. All y'all coming in late. Y'all missed the new intro. Y'all need me to play the new intro again. I can play it again if y'all tell me to. I'll play it again if y'all tell me to. Hey, Demetria. Hey, Brown Mama. Hey, Sherry Watson. Demetria, did you see the new intro? Hmm. No, he didn't hit a nerve with the Novocaine. He just well, actually, you have to hit the nerve with the Novocaine. You have to, kind of get the Novocaine over there by the nerve, so it, dulls the nerve. But yeah, I couldn't. Yeah. Mm. Montrez, what's good, bro? What is up? Hey, Diamond, DPG, Chang. Right, rest in peace too. You can shake all your rainbow bright hair all you want to, dear one. It's gone, y'all. It's gone, y'all. We had to do a new intro. You getting green? Green is my favorite color. Hey, Harold. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Mm. Child, I see them damn lines. Mm. Child. I got to see what day I'm leaving because when I think they said somebody told me they was having a brunch that's supposed to go till 6 o'clock at night on Sunday. I might just have to take my like do a late flight and take my bags with me and just fly out that night because I don't need no extra hotel. Hmm. No more rubbing my cooch, the inform. So y'all need me to rewind it back. Okay, I'm gonna play it back. Hey, Twin Flames. Hey, Jeannie, what's going on, friend? Um, yeah, that's the pre-deployment food. He ordered. Yeah, that's what that was for. Yeah, he did buy a grand piano. Now, was it a grand piano or a baby grand? They say he bought a whole bunch of new musical instruments, flutes, and all kinds of stuff. Hmm. Hey, Felicia Boo. Child. We got to do something with Rummy My Cooch or Rummy My Coins. Yes, this mouth healed, and I'm gonna have somebody over here to test it out later tonight. Anyway, for those of you who missed it, here's the new intro. In case you got, oh wait, I gotta upload it. Wait. Okay. Oh, it's right here. For those people who missed the new intro, here's the new intro.
We have a good time over here. We talk a lot of things over here, and we have a good time. And then at some point, debauchery comes, and then it's just all downhill from there.
Because I rewound I rewound. I said, wait a minute. You got titties. That's Satana. Ashley was at home with the two Omen babies, Damien and Damien Jr. Damien 666, devil child. Because when you're the spawn of Beelzebub and Satana, that's what happens. The bearded lady, her mammy Sheila came over. Y'all want to know what the girls are saying? The girls are saying that this was a shoot for his OnlyFans that went awry. They went in there, they did the licky sucky, you do me, I do you shit that Brashear do for his OnlyFans, and they filmed it down to the Homewood Suites. And the girls of the internet porn sketch, they'll tell you all the stories. You know, I did a whole video about how Lady G, Lindsey Graham, does lines of coke off of the penises of the escorts down to the weekly Republican Party sex parties. You remember they shut down fucking Grindr when they had the RNC convention last summer. Child, listen. You talking blue pills, rhino pills, honey packs, and everything else known to man be rolling all through the streets of DC when they get ready to go to these good sex parties that they have. Y'all could have went and got something to eat. Y'all could have went and did something else with your life. You ain't have to watch. That's what we do. When y'all have y'all all white performances, maybe we go get us a eat. Some people go take them a smoke. Some people go get them a drink. Some people get a quickie in down to the bathroom. When you had somebody's Super Bowl party and you saw somebody cute and you told them to follow you in the bathroom so y'all can have a quickie while you suck them up, they suck you up, and you get a quick bust down, all in the 5 minutes that you that the halftime performance happened. Not that I would know anything about having a quick bust down at a Super Bowl party I was invited to. What do y'all want from me? What do y'all want from me? The man ain't shit. His cabinet ain't shit. And all of those acolytes and sycophants that happen to be black, what did you get for all of that ass kissing, for all of that slobbing his knob and hanging from his testicle hairs that y'all did? Y'all ain't get a goddamn thing.
Please listen. This is how we know there is a God that sits on high and looks down low. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know he watches me, because I knew that there was a God when I looked on the X, formerly known as the Twitter, and I saw it wasn't no more Sean. I knew there was a God when I looked on the Instagram, and there was no more Krishan. I knew there was a God when I looked on the snap of the chat, the snappity of the chappity, and looked, and there was no Krishan. I knew there was a God when I looked on the Facebook, the book of faces, Mark Zuckerberg's playground, and I saw that there wasn't a Krishan. My God, today. My God, today. My God, today. Let the people say amen.
Okay, that's the new intro. Like it or leave it is what we got, at least for another 2 or 3 years. Dear God. Uh I don't know. Run me my cooch, run me my coin. I don't even know where to find that clip. I would have to go and find it. Now, let the record show. If y'all recall about 2 weeks ago on a live, I asked you all, I said, I'm about to do a new intro. Y'all, if y'all have some clips y'all want me to use, send them to me and I'll put it in there. And guess how many people sent me anything? Just guess. Just guess. Now, when I did the old video, a couple people, somebody sent me Run Me My Cooch or Run Me My Coin. Somebody sent me a few of those videos. Some of y'all sent me the video and the timestamps, and it was like, yes, use this clip. This time, y'all ain't send me nothing. So I was over there just drawing at straws, just pulling stuff. You know how many hours of video I have to watch to come up with the little pieces of clip? I have to literally go back and watch hours and hours and hours. So here we are. Um, yeah, the pupils got a whole cameo. Do. Hey, Tawana. Hey, Yolanda Morgan. Cha. Hey, Jason. Jason, I've been here for all the different intros. Have. Jason, I've been here for them all. Your wife was over there laughing, child. But you want me to sit down and sift through all of them, right? Harold, right, Harold? I'm just supposed to sit through all of them. Hey, Tracy W. Um, I did just pick some, and now y'all telling me I picked the wrong ones. Anyway, we are live on both YouTube and Twitch today. Only, I mean, count your days, YouTube people, because y'all know Wednesdays is Twitch only. But because I was not live yesterday, I had to take yesterday off. That's the only reason that I'm live on both today. Because normally Wednesdays is Twitch only. Twitch only. Hey Yana, I'm glad you like it. So, but you right here, we do have a lot of funny moments. And what's so interesting is I have friends that, sometimes watch my show and they'll be like, do you script like what you're gonna say? Like, do you write it down? I'll say no, it just comes. These things just pop up in the head and you just say whatever comes to your mind. I'm just saying. Hey, Complex 613. Let's go ahead and get this party started, y'all. I'm glad y'all like it, y'all. And I may not go as long before I make another new intro. Because, like I said, the last intro, I want to say we've had that probably about 3 years. I know we've had it more than 2 years, so it's probably been around 3 years or more. If I think about it, it's probably been around 3 years or more. Anyway, go ahead and put a Shondo in the chat and let me know you're ready to get this party started as I pull up the dossier. So, y'all, I do have some Housewives of Potomac news that we have to talk about. I don't know if it's true or not, but we're gonna talk about it. Somebody laid on my desk right before we came on that Kiana got fired. And so they sent me some stuff. So I'm gonna read what I got. We'll get there. We'll get there after the video breakdown. We'll talk about it then. Wow. Is he? Child. Mm. That's what they said, the informed. I'll read you the statement. Child. I don't know how true it is, but they sent me an alleged statement, y'all. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Child, they use it. Child, Spicy Original gave us that term. And now somebody's stealing it. Mm, mm, mm. People steal stuff from us all the time. We was over here saying Governor Hot Wheels over here years before, um, years before Jasmine Crockett went famous for saying it. We had already been saying it and everything. Hey, Simera. Hey, Tracy C. I'm glad y'all like the new intro. You know, intros come, intros go. All things must change. Nothing stays the same at some point. But yeah, we do have to retire Run Me My Cooch or Run Me My Coin. We do have to retire Jesus Christ Superstar. We do have to retire You Can Shake All Your Rainbow Bright Hair. I'm sure Tracy C will be glad that the Omen Baby song is in there because she loves the Omen Baby song. hmm So I'm sorry, y'all. My phone went off. I opened the wrong thing. And y'all don't even want to know what came on my phone. Anyway, let's start off like we've been starting off over the last several weeks. I can't wait either, Tracy. Don't forget, let me put this up. Um, don't forget the information is here. We will be finalizing more information as the time comes. Um, as the time comes, we will be finalizing more information. Here's the link in the chat. If you want access to the flyer that gives you the information for the field trip, we are very excited. We are very excited about this field trip. We got to close the close the door on that final part, Tracy. See, you know which part I'm talking about. We got to figure that out. Anyway, but for those wondering, it will be class field trip will be August 7th through the 10th. It will be in New York City. I'm already looking forward to next year. I'm thinking like next year we should go to New Orleans. I think New Orleans will be a good class trip next year. hmm y'all see how I'm already thinking about next year. Uh huh. Anyway, let's start off with our primary 2026 primary season stuff. Yes, your stomping ground. Now watch. Y'all see how he come in here to talk about his stomping ground and watch he finds a way to be absent. Y'all watch he finds a way to be absent from the field trip and not come. Y'all watch. We all gonna be in New York City, right in his hometown, and D gonna find a way not to be there. Anyway, we had a primary last night, and we had some other elections that took place yesterday. So I wanted to start off certainly by giving you all a head updates on that and how that went. So last night, couple things. There was a primary in the great state of Mississippi. They had their primaries. There were special elections in the great state of Georgia, as well as in the great state of New Hampshire. Now, let's go to some of the special elections first. Up in New Hampshire, the Democrats flipped a Republican held House seat. Again, the Democrats flipped a Republican held House seat last night. Democrat Bobby Boudman, Boudman, defeated defeated Republican Dale Fincher for Carroll County House District 7. And that's according to Decision Desk HQ. That's the projected winner is the Democrat Bobby Boudman. It's a woman, a white woman, who won that seat. And we're glad that we could flip that seat up in New Hampshire. Now that vacancy is being filled after Republican Glenn Cordelli resigned last year. Um, and Miss Boudman ran against Cordelli back in 2024 and lost by 14 points. She lost by 14 points. And they're saying she won this one outright. So that's some good news. We know that there was a special election in Georgia to fill the seat that was vacated by Marjorie Taylor Greene, and there's going to be a runoff. The Republican Clay Fuller, who was the front runner, we knew he was the front runner. He was endorsed by uh, um President Donald John. So I kind of we had already talked about him being the front runner on the Republican side. And Sean Harris is will be who he will be facing off with. Okay, so Sean Harris is who is the Democrat that will be facing off against Clay Fuller. That's what's the date? Do I have a date on that? Hmm. I don't know if I have a date yet for that runoff. If somebody has it and can and can pull it up. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. It's April 7th. I have it. It's April 7th. So the runoff is going to be on April 7th. That's less than a month from now. So April 7th will be the runoff in that Georgia special election. In the great state of Mississippi, things went, as we would say in sports, everything went pretty chalk. The people who you expected to win those primaries did. Benny Thompson uh, um, did defeat Evan Turnage in that Democratic primary for his spot. Um, and Benny Thompson has been in the seat almost as long as Evan Turnage has been alive. Let's be clear. He's Evan Evan Turnage was born in, I believe, in 2000 in 1992. I should say Evan Turnage was born in, I believe, 1992, and yeah, he was born in 1992. Ben Thompson, Benny Thompson, has been in. I believe he's been in. Before then, how long has Benny Thompson? He been in. Benny Thompson. Uh, since 1993, he was elected in 92, the year that Evan Turnage was born. Um, Actually, He got there from a special election in 1993. So Benny Thompson has been in the seat 1 year less than Evan Turnage has been alive. A mess. Just a fucking mess. Hey, Newbie and Mahogany. Well, I'm glad you caught the live too. hmm so those are our updates from last night. Like I said, Mississippi's primaries, everything went pretty much chalk. There was a very low voter turnout in Mississippi, which is unfortunate. But I think that in Mississippi, in terms of percentages, I believe is either number one or number two in terms of the percentage of black population. They are number one or number two. Not that they have the largest number, but in terms of percentages, they have either the number one or number two percentage of black people of any state in the country. And so when you have that large of a percentage of black people and they just don't turn out, that's unfortunate. And that means that some of the tactics of these politicians that don't want black there to be a large black voter turnout, some of their tactics are working. Some of the things, their rhetoric and the things that they're doing is seeping through. And that's just unfortunate. If people don't start to understand the value of voting and how important that is to you, we're destined to always be 12 steps behind. We're destined to always be in an uphill climb. So yeah. So that's news from the primary. Hey, Savon. And while you're at it, if you would go ahead and hit the like button. I know I have not said that. Go ahead and hit the like button, do all of the things, share the video out, and so forth. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, non-binary, gender conforming members of our audience, I bring to you the late great Larry Myers to help us usher in our sugar spike segment.
Oh, God. You see, this is the part that I like.
Major sugar spike.
So long, well, I want to fight. That he gave his only begotten son.
Major sugar spike.
And who shall ever believe?
Major sugar spike.
They shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus. Thank you, Larry. We're still at war. And I know people want to just brush that off, move on to other things, act like, oh, we're just at war. It's not that big of a deal. It's not a big thing. It is a big thing. I'm just saying. There's a runoff between Sean Harris and Colton Fuller. So they have a runoff on April 7th. There's your president and DefSec are about to ask Congress for a supplementary budget, meaning for more money for the military to help fund this war. Let me say that again. Mind you, they just raised the military budget to almost $1 trillion. Okay? Mm-hmm. 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 Now, this war is going to turn out like most of the wars we've faced in modern times. When's the last time that we won? When's the last time we won a war? We lost Vietnam. did. And if you recall, we was we had the most powerful military on earth, and we were supposed to just run through the Vietnam War, right? That didn't go as well. The war in Iraq, if you want to call that a victory, you can. There were tons of casualties. I don't know that anything was fixed. I mean, I guess if your mission was having control of oil, that much of which they don't have control of anymore. I mean, I don't. The objectives that they gave us in Iraq, I guess, regime change, but there really wasn't. Was it? We didn't win. When we went back to war, with the in Afghanistan and the war on terror, did we win? I don't know. I mean, that war went on for over a decade. It was almost 2 decades that war went on. Did we what many of you all are veterans that were deployed over there, or you have family members that were veterans that were deployed over there, and they send you out there to war. And what's the plan? What's the strategy? What is I know we didn't win in Afghanistan. That's the point that I'm making. That's the point that I'm making. Mm. Uh, we have not won a, and so magically, Pete Hegseth and your president, Whiskey Pete, and your and Donald John seem to believe that because they're in office, magically they're going to win. Hey, Tracy W. We normally are Tracy W, but because I didn't go live yesterday, I decided to be live on both. Um, and now they want more money. Now the money has to come from somewhere. You do recall that they took a bunch of money. They took money from SNAP. They took money from Social Security. They took money from Medicare in order to pay for the tax cuts that they gave to the billionaires in the one big beautiful bill. You recall that, right? Remember, they spent trillions of dollars, not billions, but trillions of dollars were taken from all of our domestic programs to give money to billionaires, right? Increased the military spending to nearly $1 trillion. And now they want more money. Where's the money going to come from? Where's the money going to come from? Where's it going to come from? Where's it going to come from? Has to come from somewhere. So again, we will be paying for it. Now, Iran is doing what it's doing what they feel needs to be done. They still bombing everybody. They say, listen, Oman, who was always touting, we're neutral, we stay out of everything, we for everybody, we everybody friend. Iran said, fuck that. You got US military bases over there. Fuck that and fuck you. They done bombed Oman now. Oman, they say their tanks are on fire. So, hold on, y'all. So Oman done got snatched in here. Uh-huh. Every day it's a new reason for the war. Every day they come up with a new reason for the war, right? Your president who's talking out of his ass, talking about, he said earlier today that that Iran is, quote, virtually destroyed, end of quote. Really? Said that they're going to finish the job because y'all think that the right answer is to just do Iran like y'all did Gaza because y'all think it's going to work that easily. Meanwhile, across the Persian Gulf, Israel is simultaneously bombing Lebanon because they want to take Lebanon like they basically taken Gaza, right? Mind you, Lebanon is thousands of times larger than Gaza, right? But they're over there bombing everybody. They telling millions of people, you need to get out of the way because we about to bomb everything. Beirut is under siege. Hmm. Your president is touting the fact that they sank naval ships, naval ships that don't belong to the IRGC, and naval ships that no one was on. There'll be boots on the ground in just at any moment now. There'll be boots on the ground at any moment. They're saying that there's this plan. Um, they've come up with a plan where, because the Strait of Hormuz is essentially closed, all of the oil companies in the region said that being backed by 32 countries, because a quarter, almost a quarter of the world's oil comes from out of the Strait of Hormuz. So they're just going to load all of the oil on a bunch of tankers and force their way out of the Strait of Hormuz. Let's see how that goes. Iran is upset because they're like, the UN Security Council said that Iran is wrong for their attacks, but never mentioned the fact that the US or Israel was wrong for their attacks on Iran to begin with. I'm just here to report on what the people are saying. That's it. That's all. Mm. Iran has already bombed 3 ships today. They said that they're prepared to lay mines across the water in the Strait of Hormuz, just in case you people think they ain't about that life. Okay. The United States president, your president Donald John, is spending our money all over the place. He said that the United States would use $200 billion of taxpayer funds to help offset the fact that insurance companies are not paying, are saying that they're not going to uphold insurance premiums. They're not going to insure anybody coming out of this, going into or coming out of the Strait of Hormuz. And your president said, oh, don't worry about it, you'll be insured by the United States. We'll take 200 billion taxpayer dollars from the United States and insure all of these people. Just a mess. He ain't gonna never do that. I mean, there's just no plan. I believe that too, Terrence. I listen. I don't think enough has been investigated about what happened in Beirut. I just really don't think enough has been investigated about what happened in Lebanon. I really don't. That's another $200 billion of taxpayer money. Hey, Carl said he had to go back to the beginning of the live. Okay, Carl. Y'all say hey to Carl so he know that we know he here. Hey, Carl from over in the UK. Exactly, Terrence. Like these people are so stupid. They're so stupid. They're spending all of our money, all of it. Oh yeah, there's a new supreme leader who's had his father killed, his wife killed, and his kids were killed. They also say he was injured in one of the U.S. strikes, but he ain't dead. But his wife dead, his children dead, his daddy dead, his family dead. What I'm eating on, I'm eating my shameless snacks, and I got the sour mango today. I eat them because they have a lot of fiber, and my doctor says I need more fiber in my diet. And having fiber in my diet helps when you know, when my little playthings come around. Makes it easier. You stay regular and clean, it makes it easier. Uh-huh. But this has more fiber in it. In one bag of these, I think it's like 104, 105% of the daily fiber regimen that I need. And so like the little pills that they use for like fiber supplements usually have like 3, 4 grams of fiber. This has like 26 grams of fiber in just the one bag. Only 3 grams of sugar and only 70 calories. See how that works? So I ran it by my doctor. He liked it and said, yeah, get more of that. Anyway, so here we are. What's the name of this? It's called Shameless Snacks. It's kind of expensive, but it was worth it. That way I don't have to buy like extra fiber supplements and stuff. Because my doctor says I need more fiber. So instead of buying fiber supplements, I just bought a bunch of these. I have a bunch of different flavors. That was the mango one. It's called that's the sour mango, which is my favorite one. But they have a sour pineapple one. They have what's this? Wonderful Whales. I forgot what flavor the Wonderful Whales one is. This is strawberry sour. Um, this is red raspberry sour. I got a bunch of different ones. Yeah. This is there's a peach one. That is the OMG peach. It's a bunch of different flavors. Yeah, I got, but I ordered a bunch of them. Some might say it's pricey, but when you stack it against buying like fiber supplements, which are very expensive for just a little bit, and they don't even give you half of what you get from this one bag, it's worth it. Well worth it. Hey, Mama Bees. um. mm. But yeah, y'all, we're at war. We're spending a lot of money. Iran is we're probably going to have to wait till tomorrow because Iran is today Iran says, yeah, We're here for it today. They've been striking some of everything today. They have been flooding the Middle East with a barrage of drones today. So I'll be curious tomorrow, with the updates coming tomorrow, to see what the full extent of Iran's damage is. I'd be curious to see what that is tomorrow. So yeah, so we'll have that update tomorrow. In other sugar spiky news, well, your president's going to be upset because Senate Majority Leader John Thune, he told his Republican colleagues yesterday that they don't have the votes to pass a House-approved voting reform bill, or better known as the SAVE Act. Your president wanted them to force the Democrats to use a talking filibuster in order to stop the bill, but there was not enough vote. He said they don't have enough votes for that. They had a lunch yesterday with the Republican caucus, Senate caucus, and they talked about forcing the Dems to actively hold the floor for days or even weeks of continuous debate, where you would have a talking filibuster in order to block the SAVE Act. Because your president said he wasn't signing any more bills until the SAVE Act passed. They don't have the votes for that. They Senator John Thune had to be a real estate. Yeah, we kind of don't have, the numbers are not in our favor. Guess Trump's gonna be mad. Oh well. Moving on. So the Democrats today presented a bill that would fund DHS but carve out ICE and CBP. So they would fund TSA, they would fund FEMA, they would fund cybersecurity and infrastructure, and the CISA, which is the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, and it will the Coast Guard and all of the other agencies of DHS, and carve out ICE and Customs and Border Patrol. Mind you, the big beautiful bill already paid ICE and CBP to the sum of $80+ billion. So they're already paid for. So the Dems said, listen, we'll fund everything else besides those two. Republicans said, yeah, we don't want it. If you ain't going to fund everything, we don't want it. So now, when the people say that the Dems are the reason that the TSA is not being funded, that's not true anymore. That's not true anymore. So the Republicans have said, yeah, we don't want it. If y'all ain't paying for everything, if y'all ain't paying for us to kill American citizens, and y'all ain't paying for us to murder people in the streets, we don't want it. Now, our girl Candace F worked for the DHS over there, and they got her at home all this time. They say TSA agents are quitting all over the place, because the thing about it is, y'all use these people as pawns. Y'all yo-yo these people and all kinds of stuff, and use these people as pawns. Now, here's the situation, Dems. When y'all passed that first bill, when you passed the very first bill, Democrats, that kept the country from going into default with its loans and stopped the government shutdown, right? Y'all should have done this from the beginning. Somebody should have said from the onset, we'll funds DHS. We're just carving. When you carved out DHS, you should have just carved out ICE and CBP. That's what you should have did from the beginning. If that was your issue, you should have said, nope, we're going to carve out CBP and ICE. All of the other agencies within DHS, we ain't got no smoke with. Y'all can have the money. Because your problem was never with the totality of DHS. Your problem was with ICE and CBP. So somebody should have said, hey, because if you could do it now, that means that you could have done it then. But when you're talking this country and you're talking uh, uh, um, government in this country, sometimes it don't make sense to make sense. I'm just saying, sometimes it don't make sense to make sense. I'm just gonna tell it don't make sense to make sense. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. Anyway, moving on. So the young man that you see right there, who's he? Well, that would be Jeremy Carl. Now, he was nominated to be the assistant secretary of the assistant secretary of state for international organization affairs. He has now withdrawn his name and himself from consideration for that position. Apparently, he's had a checkered history with racism. And he knew that they was going to tag his ass at the confirmation hearings. So on Twitter, X, formerly Twitter, I should say, today, he wrote the following quote, unfortunately, for senior positions such as this one, the support of the president and secretary of state is very important, but not sufficient. We also needed the unanimous support of every GOP senator on the committee and foreign relations on the Committee on Foreign Relations, given the unanimous opposition of Senate Democrats to my candidacy. And unfortunately, at this time, this unanimous support was not forthcoming. Under our constitutional system, that is the role that the Senate has in deciding presidential appointments at this level, and I accept that political reality and do not wish to have the president, Secretary Rubio, or the rest of his team waste valuable time and energy attempting to change that decision. End of quote. Now, last month, Republican Senator John Curtis and Democratic Senator Jackie Rosen, they took issue with Jeremy Carl's quote anti-Israel views. End of quote. Mhm. He had said, Jeremy Carl had said he believes in the quote great replacement theory. End of quote. A conspiracy theory that suggests Jewish elites are working to replace white European populations with non-white immigrants. Rosen, Senator Rosen, the only former synagogue president to serve in the Senate, said his positions, quote, should alarm every senator who believes in basic decency, truth, and responsibility that does come with public service, end of quote. Senator Curtis also said, quote, Carl's views were insensitive, and that an anti-Israel bias in international organizations is a quote broader strategy to undermine the United States and our legitimacy. End of quote. let me cut to the chase. Y'all got an issue with this man because he believes in the great replacement theories. You do know that that's the trope of all MAGA nuts all over the place. It was his anti-Israel views that was a non-starter for you, all right? Remember, he called Black Lives Matter movement a racist and defended Kyle Rittenhouse for murdering people and up there in Wisconsin. And he said Carl Rittenhouse was a patriot and American hero. Yeah, Jeremy Carl said that. No smoke for that, right? Anti-Jewish sentiments, burn them at the stake. Unless you consider the fact that basically the entirety of the MAGA movement is fucking anti-Semitic and don't want any parts of Israel at all. And what are we talking about? Let me move on. Y'all's favorite mayor. You know, she was up there in Dalton, Illinois. Uh-huh. Stealing all of those people's money and doing all types of nefarious stuff up there in Illinois. Her erratic, damn near schizophrenic behavior. hmm There was a whole FBI corruption probe on her. Uh-huh. Well, she's moved to Georgia, specifically Metro Atlanta. Remember, she called herself the super mayor. Remember, the court said she owed like $10,000 in unpaid rent back in Illinois. I mean, I guess that didn't have nothing to do with her moving and relocating to Atlanta. Well, she's moved to Metro Atlanta and she's running for city council, the county commission of Fulton County. She's running as a Republican. She'd be the only Republican running. The current commissioner for that District 5 seat is a Democrat by the name of Andrew Gillespie. Mhm. I- Ma'am, this is South Georgia, Fulton County too. This down there with all of the girls, all of the boosters, all of the scammers, and this is Atlanta, home of legendary, iconic boosters and scammers. Girl, they see you a mile away. Girl, you don't have an ice cube chance in hell. You moved to not the black gay mecca like they try to call Atlanta, the mecca for all things scammers and boosters. Okay? Thinking that you gonna have any chance of winning? Like these people not gonna see you a mile away? That's a good question, Terrence. I don't even know. I do not know. Apparently not that long. They say she registered just a couple weeks ago. She registered to vote in Georgia on February 27th. Mm. I mean, Super Mayor tried to run last year for her seat back and lost that, so she had to move to a new place. New city, same game, Catherine. She moved her home, not her crap. Oh, she moved to hone her craft. Yeah, that might make sense. Was she in the right place for it? Baby, listen. Yeah, the woman's a troglodyte. Let's be clear. So she'll fit right in down there. She just don't run for office, baby. Baby, don't run for office. But you'll fit right in with them people down there. Will fit right on in. Yeah, she down south. Baby, I ain't got nothing to do with it. Go with God. Um, remember I did this story well, no, not yesterday, but Monday about the little boy who ran over the teacher. What did I tell y'all? I told y'all, remember they were doing the prank, TP in the teacher's house. The teacher came out, slipped in the road. The boy ran over the teacher, and the teacher died when the teenager ran over the teacher. And I told y'all when they tried him with first degree vehicular homicide, that they were trying him with first degree vehicular homicide because they didn't want him to serve any time. Put a 27 in the chat if you remember me saying that. Just if you remember me saying that on Monday, that they charged him with first degree vehicular homicide because they didn't want him to do any time and he was going to get off. Or I said that Monday when this story first came out. So y'all remember that. Hey, Tiffany. Okay. Because y'all was here with me when I said it. Well, I saw this on TMZ today. The Georgia teen who allegedly ran over and killed a math teacher during a prank gone wrong may get off scot-free thanks to the victim's family. Hall County District Attorney Lee Dare says he's conferred with the family of the victim and, quote, their desire to have the charges dropped will be given the greatest consideration along with the facts of the case, end of quote. The district attorney also said he will announce his decision soon after he completes his review of the police investigation. Do I need to you knew, first of all, Mr. District Attorney, you're the one who decided what the charges would be. You also, Mr. District Attorney. Now, my sis really be always says, I ain't a lawyer. I just play one I just play one on YouTube. I ain't a lawyer and I don't play one on YouTube. But what I do know about the penal system and the criminal justice system is you're supposed to charge someone with something in a case like this, regardless if the family wants to press charges. If there's a crime that was committed, whatever the family of the victim wants has no bearing on whether or not to charge this he's an adult, he's 18, this young man with the crimes that he committed. But we know what this is. We know exactly what this is. Hey, Miss Baythang. If his ass was black, he probably wouldn't even be alive to be charged because police would have came and they would have murdered him in cold blood right there on the streets. Here we are. In our last sugar spiky story of the day, Killer Mike, T.I., and Young Thug, they joined, are being joined by music executives and scholars and other people regarding the 2009 case of a man who was found guilty of capital murder in the deaths of two individuals. Now, they're saying that prosecutors used rap lyrics he wrote to sentence him to death. Hmm. Hmm. They're calling for they have started a petition calling for the Supreme Court to halt a man's execution, believing rap lyrics the man wrote contributed to him receiving the death penalty. Now, the young man's name is James Broadknox, who was 19 at the time of his sentencing. Um, and he had his they're alleging that he had his First Amendment rights violated, and that, quote, taking rap music out of context subjects the entire genre to prosecution, end of quote. He was convicted of capital murder in 2009 in the deaths of two individuals outside of a recording studio in Texas. As he had an all white jury during his trial, prosecutors presented 40 pages of rap lyrics attributed to him as evidence during his sentencing phase. Due to the subject matter of the lyrics, he was sentenced to death by lethal injection as opposed to life without parole. Broadknox, who's now 37, is scheduled to be executed on April 30th. Now, I have a question. Now, I'm here for the, I applaud them and I applaud what they're doing here. My question for the great state of Texas is 2009 was what? 17 years ago. We've seen people be on death row for 30 and 40 years. Hell, Governor Mima just commuted the death sentence of a black man who was sentenced to murder over 30 years ago. I mean, sentenced to death over 30 years ago. That seemed real quick for y'all to be trying to execute somebody. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You know what? I'm not doing this with y'all. Anyway, we'll monitor the situation and bring you updates as they come along. It's time for our video breakdowns, y'all. It's time for our video breakdowns. Let's see what we have today. Here's our first video breakdown.
My mama would have beat the social security numbers off my ass for doing some shit like that.
Yeah, mine would have beat my ass with the rug on fire just so I know how the rug felt. Then again, by his haircut, fool, I can tell he tell Captain shut the fuck up all the time. Shit, it ain't shit she could do.
Now, how Catherine Powell get into this? Leave our Catherine out of it. But ain't no damn way we in our mama house lighting the goddamn rug on fire. Mm-mm. Not living to tell, not on purpose, and living to tell the story. Hey, Janae with the Y. Even if you lit it on fire by mistake, okay? We would not be here to tell the story. But you did that shit on purpose. Child. A mess. Here's our next video breakdown.
Oh, baby girl, it's a little too late for that, and that's the wrong kind anyway.
If you understood this joke, I like you. We friends now.
I guess we're friends now, and you like me. But all of my new friends, sir, I have to I have to see, if they meet my size criteria in order to be my friend. But I got the joke. I sure did. I sure did. That's horrible for you to tell your child that. I don't even know if it was his child, but the fact that you told that baby that, thank God the baby don't know what he talking about. You need to see it again, crazy homebody girl. Here you go.
Oh, baby girl, it's a little too late for that, and that's the wrong kind anyway.
If you understood this joke, I like you. We friends now.
I'm mad. Hey, Lady D. Y'all are crazy over here. Child. Y'all know what he was trying to say. I ain't gonna even say it. But y'all know, child. Here's our last video breakdown of the day.
Hey man, y'all check on y'all folks. I'm over here in Lakewood. Somebody just got 77 cents on pump 10, man. Y'all check on your folk, man. Somebody out here riding with 77 cents. Them motherfuckers just got enough gas to go over there.
I don't know why this is so funny to me. I don't even think you could fill up a soda bottle with. Bro said, go check on your friends. You can't even fill up this Gatorade bottle with 77 cents. Oh, that ain't even enough for the damn lawnmower. I'm talking about the push lawnmower. That ain't even enough. Wait, I got to see it again.
Hey man, y'all check on y'all folks. I'm over here in Lakewood. Somebody just got 77 cents on pump 10, man. Y'all check on your folk, man. Somebody out here riding with 77 cents. Them motherfuckers just got enough gas to go over there.
I'm not doing this with y'all. Ooh, child. Y'all got me over here with real thug tears. I'm a whole ass thug over here laughing my ass off. What the fuck is 70? Like, who literally pumped 77 cents worth of gas? That's a petty ass motherfucker. That ain't even enough for no damn motorcycle. I'm sorry. Listen, that's somebody who said, bitch, I went round the corner and I'm gonna fill this motherfucking gas tank to where it was when I found it. I don't know what that's supposed to do, y'all. Like, I'm so confused. I am running a tablespoon of gas. Tamara! Tamara said that's a tablespoon of gas. Woo. Oh, God. It ain't moving from E. Baby, if your car on E, it's still on E when you put that 77 cents worth of gas in that motherfucker. Oh, God. Child. Ooh, child. Maybe for the Barbie car. Okay, I could go with that. Universal Goddess. I don't even think it's enough for the Barbie car. Child, that's more than a struggle, baby. Listen, a mess. Just a damn mess. Just a damn mess. Those are video breakdowns of the day. I hope you enjoyed. So we starting off, like I told y'all, this what I found that somebody sent me about Kiana getting fired. If you can't read it, let me read it for you. After a lot of reflection, I've decided that this chapter of my life is coming to a close. Being part of the Real Housewives of Potomac has been an unforgettable experience filled with growth, challenges, and incredible memories. I'm so grateful to the fans who welcomed me into your homes and supported me throughout this journey. Sharing my life, my business, and my truth with you all has meant more than you know. Right now, my focus is on expanding my businesses, protecting my peace, and continuing to build the life and legacy I'm proud of. To my castmates and the entire Bravo family, thank you for the laughs, the lessons, and even the messy moments that made this ride what it was. Potomac will always have a special place in my heart. But this queen is turning the page to her next chapter. With love, Kiana. Mm, mm. Does this mean Angel is going to? Well, we all know she got fired. If this is true, now I don't know. Like I said, I ain't seen a whole lot of people. Let me see if anybody else is reporting it. Let me see if any of the major blogs are reporting it. I just saw it on Twitter. Let me see. They not reporting it. See if they reporting it. Hold on. Let me see. I saw it on. Well, I didn't see it on Twitter. Somebody sent it to me because they saw it on Twitter. Okay, those people are not reporting it. Um, let's see. I don't see a lot of people reporting it, so I'm just going to say this is speculation. This is allegedly. I don't know how true this is. It sounds very plausible and very true to me. Does but I just don't see a whole lot of people reporting on it. I mean, I see people saying that Dwight Howard says he don't do coke regardless as to what his wife says. Um I don't do I believe it? Yeah. Is Angel going to? Because I don't see her stand without. I don't see Angel stand without Kiana. Karen Huger's fake letter sounded the same. I don't know. I don't know if this is true. I'm just telling you what somebody sent me that was floating on Al Gore's good internet. Y'all know we live in the day of AI and all of that stuff. So I'm just putting it out there. Now I'm sure y'all will investigate this. I think I saw Color Me Pink report on it. Child, I know I saw somebody on YouTube had it in somebody on YouTube had it in their title. I think it was Color Me Pink. Now I'm not going crazy. Somebody, I think it was Color Me Pink. Because I was, y'all think I'm going crazy. I'm not crazy. Anyway, true or untrue, baby, we ready to see you go. Baby, listen, you could go. Baby, you ain't give us nothing this season, okay? We don't want you. We don't want Angel. We don't know if Wendy gonna be in jail. I don't want Monique, but they're gonna bring that heifer back. I don't want Great Pubes, but I know they're gonna bring that heifer back. Man, we have nothing for you, okay? If you going, beautiful, great. Go with God.
Go with God. Go with God, Crispy.
Megan Z is in the news. Well, Megan D says that Juvenile is not getting the credit that he deserves. She says he's the real legend. He has a new song called BBB that features Megan D. And Megan D wants to make sure that Juvenile gets his credit for being a true legend in the game. Well, listen, Megan Thee, we all know Juvenile is one of the greats. Okay, we love Juvenile around these spots. 400 degrees is listen, 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 listen. If I hear not another rap album in my life, okay, if I hear not Juvenile 400 degrees, I'm good with that one. Is 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 and if you got a problem with Juvenile 400 degrees album, the problem is you and not us. You are the problem, not us. Shall I remind you how great of it? I wished I could play. So Floss's Season was my shit. Of course, the song 400 Degrees was my shit. And you got to think one of the greatest Rich Niggas was my shit too. That whole album was good for me. I'm sorry. That whole album by Juvenile was good. But let's be clear. One of the greatest songs in the history of mankind that will always live in black spaces. Our parents and grandparents had Before I Let You Go. My generation, we have Back That Ass Up, which from now to 2026 until 3026, Back That Ass Up will be relevant and have a place at the cookout from now until eternity. I'm sorry. Fight your mama. Back that ass up. I don't care who you are. You could be 8 or 88. Back that ass up will always be in rotation. So, I mean, Megan, you're a young girl. You're a little young, Megan. So you didn't live through this time like we did, Megan. Those of us who were around at the club in the 99 and the 2000 when that shit came out and was giving people the business, we knew and appreciated a little different than you do, okay? Some of us was in high school. Some of us were in college when 400 Degrees album came out, okay? Baby, listen, you ain't got to tell us about Juvenile. We already knew. Like you telling us something. Like there's some big revelation. Girl, please. Girl, please. You don't listen. Girl, please. You don't even understand. Anyway, Kobe Bryant fans are just so okay. Here's the backstory. Bam Adebayo, who plays for the Miami Heat, last night, he broke a record. Now, the record for most points in a single game is by Wilt Chamberlain. He scored 100 points in a game. Okay, and that was way back in 1962. Okay. Way back in 1962. Now, Kobe Bean Bryant scored 81 points. I forgot what year that was that Kobe scored the 81. I think it was like 06 or 07, somewhere around there. Kobe Bean Bryant, I think it was 06. I'm almost sure it was 06. But he scored 81 points, okay? And that became the second highest highest number of points scored by a player in the NBA. Last night, Bam Adebayo scored 83 points when the Miami Heat was playing the Washington Wizards. Kobe fans are saying that him breaking Kobe's record is disrespectful to Kobe because he did. If I recall, I'm not, baby. I'm not doing this with y'all. I'm not going to try to explain this. I'm not going to try to break this down. I'm not going to try to. If you want to talk about, don't come to me with it being disrespectful to Kobe Bryant. Let's be clear. Because if you come at me with that argument, I'm going to tell you you're stupid. Now, if you want to talk to me about, oh, I want to asterisk because nearly half the points was from fouls, or because he was playing the Wizards who are actively trying to lose, I might even let you talk crazy like that. But what I'm not finna listen to is you silly ass Kobe fans talking about it's disrespectful to Kobe because he did. I'm not doing this. I don't have this type of time. Universal Goddess, I told you I ain't got time to argue with these stupid people. It's stupidity. Stupidity. I don't have this type of time. I don't have this type of time. Don't at all. Baby, no, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. As an avid sports fan, I'm not doing this with you people. Brian McKnight is suing the Ricky Smiley show. This man is vile. This man is vile. So Brian McKnight has filed a defamation lawsuit against the Ricky Smiley morning show, against radio host Karen Clark, and against media company Urban One. The case marks the latest chapter in Brian McKnight's ongoing public conflict involving his ex-wife and estranged children. According to news outlets, the lawsuit focuses on interviews and broadcast segments that McKnight says repeated false allegations about his behavior toward his family. The complaint, filed in the U.S. District Court for the Eastern District of North Carolina, claims the syndicated program and Miss Karen Clark, not to be confused with Karen Clark Sheard, aired statements portraying him as, quote, emotionally abusive, mentally abusive, and neglectful, end of quote. McKnight argues the accusations were presented without proper verification and caused significant harm to his public image. The singer is seeking $25,000 in compensatory damages for each claim, along with additional punitive damages. As of now, neither Ricky Smiley nor Miss Clark have publicly responded to the lawsuit. Nope. I'm not doing this. No. I'm not doing this, y'all. I don't have. Nope. No. This is not defamation, sir. You did these things, sir. I don't have the total damages sued for. I don't have the total amount. Wait, hold on. I don't have the total amount. Now, he was granted $8.8 million in a default judgment in a separate defamation case against Julie McKnight. That ain't gonna happen here, because Brian McKnight is going to he's going to take this to court. You won't win this, sir. You will not win this, Brian McKnight. The man is vile. I can't. I can't. I'd have to look that up, but and Tracy may be able to look it up faster than me. But he's suing them for each time they said something. So $25 for each time they said something. In other news, God be with us. These people are vile. I'm just over here reporting on more and more vile people. And I guess it's not going to stop now. Well, the guy you see right there is Travis Turner. He's a former high school coach. Well, he's been missing. Virginia State Police say the 46-year-old Union High School football coach has been missing since November 20th of last year. That would be November 20th of 2025. According to investigators, Turner's family reported that he left his home that day and walked into the woods carrying a firearm. Since then, state police have coordinated an extensive search effort while also continuing a criminal investigation connected to the case. Um Search teams have deployed drones, K9 units, and rescue crews across the area in an effort to locate Turner. Despite those efforts, authorities say they have not found any confirmed trace of him. Investigators also report that they have reviewed a large number of tips and leads that came in from both inside and outside the United States. Turner is wanted by Virginia State Police on multiple felony charges, including 5 counts of possession of child pornography and 5 counts of using a computer to solicit a minor. Investigators allege he sent explicit messages to a 16-year-old girl over a 3-month period. Authorities say 178 national and international leads have been investigated so far. Meanwhile, Coach Turner's family previously stated he left his car and keys behind at home, along with his wallet, identification, glasses, contact lenses, cash, and prescribed daily medications. Now, surprisingly, y'all, I don't believe he killed himself. I don't. I don't think he killed himself. I think he went and he's either living in some shed inside the woods like the Unabomber, or went and got a whole new identity. Oh, you left everything, your wallet, your keys, your car, your glasses, your medication, everything. Mm, mm. I think the family know where he at. I'd be questioning the family. But alas, I don't give a damn enough about him. If he went on, rotten hell. In other sports news with people behaving badly. So apparently, that's former NFL player Darren Lee. He played linebacker. The last team he played for was I believe the New York Jets. He also had a stint with the Kansas City Chiefs. Mhm. So apparently he used Chat GPT after allegedly murdering his girlfriend in their Tennessee home. Prosecutors said that he did this while they prosecutors have said this at their trial that they had on Monday. So he appeared in Hamilton County Court a month after Gabriella Perpetuo was found dead inside their home. During the hearing, Hamilton County District Attorney Cody Wamp disclosed new information from the February incident, claiming that Mr. Lee, the day before Perpetuo was found dead, asked Chat GPT what to do when someone was not responsive. The message read, quote, "Don't know what to do right now. Fiance did her crazy thing again, and now she's messed up. I wake up and she has two swollen eyes. I didn't do anything. Self-inflicted. She stabbed herself, slit her eye. Quote, I don't know, but she isn't waking up or responding. What do I do? End of quote. Prosecutors also showed one of ChatGPT's alleged responses to his messages, which said, quote, here's what to say without framing it as police trouble, end of quote. I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't there. You married this I don't know if she's Hispanic or she's white. There's a picture of her. She's a if she is Hispanic or Latinx, she's a white presenting Hispanic woman. Baby, I don't know. The family got to go fund me to pay for the funeral expenses for the girl. I wasn't I don't know. They said you asking Chat GPT what to do instead of calling 911. I don't know. They said you might get the death penalty, sir. Hmm. The police said they came in and it was a gruesome scene. Prosecutors say they seeking the death penalty. They're charging him with first degree murder. They say you tamper with evidence. They said there was blood in every room inside, including inside a vehicle in the garage. They say that you eventually did call 911 and told the dispatchers that your girlfriend was unresponsive and that you believe she fell in the shower. Now, when the police got there, he told the police she had narcolepsy and all kinds of stuff. A mess. They said it was blood going up the stairs, blood on the hand railing, um, blood on the walls, blood on the floor in the living room, blood on the floor in the hallways, blood on the stairs themselves. Chop. Now, Mr. Lee said he found her quote uh, um, on the floor lying on her back. End of quote. Police said they saw that the microwave was even shattered and the glass was shattered throughout the house, was scattered throughout the house. The microwave was shattered and the glass from the microwave was scattered throughout the house. They found alcohol bottles. They found cleaning supplies, not in the kitchen, but upstairs in the room. The autopsy revealed severe brain trauma, a broken neck, bruising across her body, a bite mark on her shoulder and thigh, stab wounds to the legs, and facial trauma. Listen, sir, I have nothing for you, sir. Rot the fuck in hell. These people are vile. He's vile. He's vile. Sir, we have no sympathy for you. Rot in hell. In our last story of the day, since we're talking about degenerates, God be with us. That's Lamar Odom. He's saying that he wants to coach college basketball. I don't want it. Y'all want to put Lamar Odom, degenerate ass Lamar Odom, on a college campus? Nope. Nope. A college campus, a place rife with drugs, alcohol, and young women. Okay. Okay. I don't know what y'all want from me. I can't call. I don't know what y'all want from me. Y'all want to put this man on a college campus, a place littered with drugs, alcohol, and young women. Nope. I'm can't do it. Won't do it. I listen. Listen, y'all. A bitch can't.
ABC. A bitch can't. A bitch can't get a hit. A bitch can't get on the charts. A bitch can't get a Grammy. A bitch just can't.
Can't do it. Won't. Nope. 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 I won't do it. I'm nope. That was the dossier. That was the dossier. Nope. I ain't gonna touch it. I want no parts. I can't do this with y'all. I'm not doing this with y'all. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Now he can coach at DeVry. I'm not doing this with y'all today. ITT Tech didn't want no parts of that. Right. ICDC didn't want no parts of that either. Woo! Terrence said he wouldn't let him coach his own damn kids. Well, then there's that. You already see the headlines, DPG, child. Now you might be right, Demetria. Demetria, girl, you is probably right. Girl. Anyway, we about to get out of here, y'all. As I always say, I'm about to get out of here, y'all. We'll be back tomorrow. As I always say, I love y'all. I love all y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They are much obliged and much appreciated. Listen, y'all, we about to get out of here. Got a lot to do and a little bit of time to do it in. I'm glad y'all enjoyed the new intro. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow. Now he's qualified to be Secretary of State. Well, that might be true. Anyway, we'll be back tomorrow. That's all I got for y'all. Until next time, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out. I love y'all. See y'all tomorrow.